Morning, everyone. Say, did you get Juneteenth off as a paid holiday? Did you know it's a national holiday? It's the newest national holiday, one of many. The government people get the day off. Mayor Norton has the day off. Andy Smith has every day off. Biden, well, does he even know what day it is? There's a lot of paid federal holidays for government employees, and Juneteenth is just the newest, latest one that they've added to a long list. Ask yourself, do you get these days off? New Year's Day, maybe. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, no. Washington's birthday, no. Memorial Day, no. Juneteenth, no. Independence Day, think of it. I don't even get the day off on Independence Day. You don't get the day off on Independence Day if you're a worker. Labor Day, how ironic. No. Columbus Day, also ironic, considering they ripped down his statue in St. Paul. Government employees shouldn't want to have that day off. That seems like an awfully racist thing to do. Veterans Day, no. Thanksgiving Day, yes, I actually get Thanksgiving Day off. It's complicated, but it's not a paid. Anyway, Christmas, also complicated. So these are paid holidays. These are days off that people get when they're salaried working for the government. So Juneteenth is just the latest one. So it's really nice to see them all having fun at their celebrations, and they're all turning out to celebrate. Well, if you're still enslaved, you're still enslaved. Are you really free? Ask yourself that. What does having a national holiday celebrating when the news reached Texas that Lincoln had emancipated the slaves, when news finally got to Texas, and now that's a national holiday? Lincoln, strangely enough, had said that if he could free the slaves and preserve the Union, he would do it. If he could keep the slaves in bondage and preserve the Union, he would do it. If he could keep some of the slaves in bondage and set others free and preserve the Union, he would do it. Civil War, unfortunately, for a lot of people, it wasn't about freeing the slaves. It was about a clash between two economic systems, and slavery simply wasn't a viable economic system. It hasn't worked anywhere on Earth where it's been tried. It's existed, however, in every culture, on every continent on Earth, throughout human history. Yes, even here in North America, in pre-Columbian societies, the Inca, the Aztec, the Mayan, all had slaves before Columbus arrived here. The first person to own slaves and argue in court that he had a right to own slaves in North America, in the United States, in North America, was himself a black man. 13 of the most notorious slave owners in the South were black men. Slavery exists today in many cultures and many nations, and most notably in Libya, where the Democrats crashed the Mediterranean basin and brought slavery back to Libya. It's possible to buy a black man in Libya in an open-air slave market for about $40. And he may already be gelded for you as an added bonus. So if the Democrats really want to get upset about slavery, there's real slavery in the world to contend with right now. There's slavery. It's a new kind of slavery in North America. If you need government days off so you can go sit in an expensive restaurant and have someone working in the kitchen who doesn't have any rights and can't speak English to defend himself or herself, And the person bringing you, wait till the connection, there we go. And someone in the kitchen is unable to speak English and defend their rights with an employer or their working situation. But that's the way that the restaurant can keep the prices down. You're participating in slavery. If you have someone bringing you your food who can't afford to eat in that restaurant herself, and she has to work there for tips, hopefully, that you're going to leave on the table, and the entree that you buy costs $40, you're participating in a kind of free market activity. But there's also an element there that's really strange. You can't buy a breakfast in Rochester. Working class people can't afford to eat in McDonald's. That used to be a really cheap place to go. But there's such a thing as wage slavery. There's such a thing as people working without benefits. They don't get days off. Andy Smith famously said on the House floor in St. Paul that he gives his employees unlimited sick leave, unlimited family time off, unlimited days to be off. Yeah, he said that even after he was already out of business. He certainly did give his employees a lot of days off. In fact, so many days off, they have all the free time in the world to go look for new jobs because Andy Smith went out of business. And how many employees did he have anyway? What is slavery? When the Irish were working for a dime a day in the mills in Massachusetts, in the factories in a town called Lowell, Massachusetts. Look it up. If you're working for a dime a day, or you're working for free, and they give you your housing and your food, or you're working on a Democrat plantation somewhere down south, or a Democrat coal mining town,